ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
If you don't understand why A.J. Brown's been complaining, you must have had the pleasure of not having to watch that Eagles offense this year.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man, your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. This is Theoretically Speaking. It is a Thursday, a thirsty Thursday, the best day of the week. November the 13th. We got Thursday Night Football tonight. We got Jets v. Patriots in Foxborough. Jets v. Patriots. We got the team that currently holds the number one seed in the AFC versus a team who is burrowing towards the number one pick in the league, the number one pick in the 2026 draft. Should be a fun one, though. So, should be fun watching Drake May sling the ball around the yard. Should be interesting to see if the Jets are all the way mailing it in or if they're going to put up a fight against the divisional foe. I'll be watching, but that's mostly because, well, we won't have any Miami Heat tonight, and the Thursday Night Football action in high school football should be wrapped up in time as we start the playoffs. So I'll definitely give a gander, a little peek into Thursday Night Football. Whatever happens is going to be better than what we saw on Monday Night Football. C-Cats on the other side of the glass on the ones and the twos. Are you intrigued at all by Jets Patriots?
No. Yeah, I was waiting for you to say code Theo Dorsey on Amazon Prime in order to watch tonight's game the way you were given a little bit of buzz for tonight's game because it looks like it's going to stink.
Well, how does it look like it's going to stink?
It looks like this is Jets Patriots that we grew up with. Jets Patriots where unless it is a playoff game with Mark Sanchez, it's not a real game. It's Patriots running that division specifically against this divisional foe.
Okay.
Like, I'm not excited to watch Drake May do this. Maybe the intrigue is that it's just a different type of domination because the Patriots are still hot on the scene, but we're used to seeing the Jets be bad at football. I don't need that.
Well, we haven't really seen much of Drake May in primetime. So this is one of our first. It's not a huge primetime game because of who they're playing against, but it's going to be one of our first Drake May primetime games. That should be fun. Travion Henderson, the explosive weapon that they got out of Ohio State last year, the running back, it sounds like he's going to get an uptick in his role. So we'll see. Last weekend, 2 like 50-plus yard plays from that explosive back. So we'll see if we see more of that action. But also on the other side, I am extremely curious what the Jets do here because last time we saw them out, they beat the Browns. Like last time we saw them out, they played hard for Aaron Glenn. You were one of the people that asked me earlier this week, do we see Aaron Glenn back with the headset on for the Jets next year, which I would assume yes. But games like this one where you're definitely like a heavy dog, where it's prime time, it's a short week, games like this one will tell me a lot about what the effort of that team is, especially since you were such heavy sellers at the deadline. The first data point after the deadline, you beat a scrappy Browns team. The second data point, you play against the number one team in the AFC. Are you going to give them fits? I'm curious. I'm just curious. That's all. Don't shoot the messenger. Plus, the Patriots, as good as they've been, they ain't been blowing teams out of the water. All right, they played a lot of close games, even with bad teams. Last week, 28-23 over the Bucs. That's fine. Nail-biter with the Falcons. They needed the Falcons to miss an extra point at the end and not send it to overtime. That's fine. They blew out the Browns, blew out the Titans. Who hasn't? Tight game with the Saints. We should get a good one tonight.
I don't think so. I think we're going to get a 13.5-point favorite. The New England Patriots lead by 21 most of the game, and then the Jets will have the football down by 21 with a chance to cover. That's the drama you'll get. Like, good for the bettors in that game that decide to choose the spread. That's the type of drama that you'll get. That's the type of entertainment you'll get. And you just mentioned Aaron Glenn and whether or not he will be the Jets coach next year, even though this is just his first year with that squad. Mm-hmm. I don't think treating the New York media negatively helps him. And stuff like this, when he was asked about injuries, I think that contributes to that.
I'm going to pass on talking about injuries. Since Rich, he's not here, has all the answers, so you guys can get all the injuries from Rich. So I go right into this game.
this guy, Rich Simony, apparently broke the Garrett Wilson injury news in the return timeline. So Aaron Glenn doing his best to become an enemy of the media in his first year.
Wait a second. What
Oh,
am I?
No. Oh, no.
What am I hearing
Don't
here?
do this correlation. You got to win games before you're allowed to become the enemy of the media.
No. This is actually this is a heel turn from you. In the opposite way, actually. What do they call it in wrestling when the heel turns into the champion, the likable character? What do you call it?
The opposite of a heel is a face. They call him a baby face.
You call it a face turn then? Do heels ever become? You call it a face turn?
Yeah.
C-Cat. This is the first time in the history of this show. We've done almost 400 episodes. We've been doing it since April of 2024. The first time in the history of this show you've taken up your shield to defend the poor media.
No, I'm defending those that want to hear about injury reports from the coach. And I think that there are simple questions that deserve to be answered.
Uh-oh.
And honestly,
C-Cat.
I think that the watchdogs of the sports world are the media, and they keep people accountable.
You can just say, Theo, you're rubbing off on me.
I'm not going to say that.
C-Cat is defending the media. He's like, yo, they got to fire this guy, Aaron Glenn. He's not being nice to the reporters.
He's not doing a good job with that, you know?
C-Cat, man. C-Cat.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
It's Aaron Glenn we talking about, man.
Like, not only are we going to suck, we're going to suck and you're going to hate me. That's what he's doing right now.
Was he being a jerk?
Yeah.
Was he being a jerk? What coach name a coach in any league that loves being transparent about injuries? Name a coach in any league that loves when media members are able to leak injury news to the media before you get out ahead of it. A la probably through an agent, but name any coach that's going to be joyous about that. I mean, Mike Vrabel's a jerk to media.
Okay. Mike Vrabel's winning a lot of football games, so he has that privilege.
Oh, so you have to win to be a jerk.
I think, yeah.
Really?
Definitely. We're seeing that happen in college basketball right now. The biggest jerk in sports is Dan Hurley, but he gets away with it because he's winning.
All right, so but do you think that he became a jerk after he started winning, or was he a jerk the whole time? Because this is not a disingenuous act. I don't think Vrabel waited until they were winning. He was a jerk when he walked through the doors at Foxborough.
I guess.
It's just be Aaron Glenn's personality, and he wasn't really that hard. Play it again. Play it again. This is not even, of all of the quips I've heard coaches make towards media members, this is just more so him being annoyed and pointing out that Rich Simony got a leak.
I'm going to pass on talking about injuries. Since Rich, he's not here, has all the answers, so you guys can get all the injuries from Rich. So I go right into this game.
Yeah, the joke fell flat because Rich wasn't there. See, he thought he pointed to a chair where this guy who's talking about was going to be there, and he wasn't there.
I love when players and coaches love doing that to single somebody out. Spo did it earlier with a media member talking about one of the guys, I think Ethan Hawke, who does good breakdowns. He's like, well, Ethan talked about this before. I like when coaches, players do that. You're right. It doesn't hit the same when the guy's not there. It kind of just feels like glazing, and the guy's not even there, and he's on your mind. Like,
yeah, I think so. But yeah, I think Aaron Glenn needs to do good at his first priority, which I think every head coach's first priority should be winning games.
That's not the Jets' priority, though.
I mean,
that's not their priority right now.
Season it was.
Coming into the season it was, but they didn't have the facilities for that. And I would say now they've shown us at the deadline that their priority is they're prioritizing draft picks in 2026 and 2027. And also, I will say Woody Johnson seems lockstep with the vision with Aaron Glenn. I would be thoroughly surprised if, especially a question answer like that from Aaron Glenn, is what puts him on some kind of proverbial hot seat in New York. I think he's fine.
Ooh, fine? I wouldn't say. If we're talking about the hot seat meter and the red is all on the right side where it's steaming hot, where it's too hot to touch. Like you'll burn your hands, you'll hurt your fingerprints if you actually do touch that. And green is who's the coolest seat in the NFL right now. Andy Reid. No one's going to fire Andy Reid. I think he is closer to smoking red hot. He is.
He's somewhere in the middle. The expectations with this Jets team is extremely low. They had Justin Fields as their quarterback. They had shoddy offensive line play the whole year. They had a defense that was supposed to play better. Now, if I will say one thing is, you bring in Aaron Glenn, who's the DC of the Lions, and he performed excellently there, and he made his hay by coaching up that side of the ball. You expect with Quinnen Williams, Sauce Gardner, Jamie Sherwood, with the level of play that you have from all three levels there, players, you would expect better. And they weren't that good at defense this year. And that is going to be they're going to be a microscope on that, maybe for the back half of the season and next year as well. But they're not trying to win games. They're not. They've told us that.
Well, yeah, they're not trying to score points apparently either. And I think that firing Aaron Glenn in any situation might be an admission of a mistake of hiring him and going from failed defensive head coach Rob Saleh, interim coach, bring in another hotshot defensive head coach Aaron Glenn. It's just not really working for them right now.
I would like to see what he looks like in year 2 when he gets a chance to have more control over what the roster is going to be. It kind of reminds me of Gerard Mayo with the Patriots last year. He got overly criticized for the amount of insufferable losses that team had, for the decrepit way in which that offense flowed. But then you look at what the Patriots did to invest in their roster this year versus what they had last season, and it starts to become pretty clear that I don't care who the head coach was for the Patriots last season, they were going to be picking in the top 5. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if there's a coach in the National Football League that would be able to win more than 4 or 5 games with this Jet roster right now. That's beyond the point. I do think that it's going to be an interesting game tonight. I think we get some high-flying plays from the Patriots offense. I think the Jets hang in it long enough to keep us entertained, and I'm excited for Thursday Night Football. And no, Amazon Prime Video didn't pay me to say that, CK.
I don't know if you believe what you're saying.
I do believe I'm
any
saying
of those
it.
bullet points. So
I don't think
the
Drake
Jets
Lay's
are
gonna
going
make
to
good
do
play.
things to keep it close.
Dude,
what have the Jets shown you? They beat the Browns. Is that was enough to prove that they could beat maybe the number 1 seed in the AFC?
It's a divisional game on a short week. Oftentimes, Thursday Night Football ends up being a close battle just based off of that alone, especially when it's a divisional game.
In the past 3 weeks, it hasn't.
The Patriots, what was last week's Thursday Night Football game? Wasn't that the Broncos? Yeah.
Okay.
That was it's going to be better than that game.
Okay. I think that now we get in the question of better and close.
That was close as well.
The spread in this game tells you it's not going to be close.
Because the spread is always right.
It oftentimes indicates.
It's a good indicator, but
what to expect. And I'm expecting something bad tonight.
All right. So you're expecting something bad. I'm expecting something good. We'll see how it plays out, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. How about that?
That sounds like a plan, Stan.
I love that. I'm waiting to see how this is going to play out in Philadelphia, because there are many people pouring hate, pouring judgment, also just entertained by, especially if you're an objective bystander, the dissension that's happening within the Eagles locker room. The Philadelphia Eagles, as things stand today, are well positioned not only to win their division, but they could contend for the 1 seed in the NFC. They have the Lions this weekend at home. On Sunday Night Football, the Eagles 7-2, the Lions 6-3. This could be a pivotal weekend for the Eagles. They need a win here if they want to make sure they can get a bye week down the line, because the Rams are coming. The Seahawks are coming. The 49ers are still in the race. There's a lot at the top of the NFC, let alone the Green Bay Packers, who they beat in primetime this past weekend, and which was an absolute stinker on Monday Night Football. But in the midst of all of that, as the Eagles are chasing a repeat, as the Eagles are trying to win games and keep things churning, you have a situation bubbling up in the locker room. And it's something that it didn't start this year. It started last year when we saw A.J. Brown reading a book on the sideline. It continued last year when, even after they won the Super Bowl, he talked about the superstar receiver, the Ole Miss product. He talked about how he wasn't satisfied, how that winning feeling dissipates because he was not having fun doing it. He did not like the level of targets he was getting or the level of play from the offense. Moving forward to this year, C-Cat, how many times have we had a headline coming out of the Eagles locker room or an interview soundbite or a moment in the game? It feels countless where you can just tell something's off between A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, and there was even some times where it was a joint feeling reported by, I believe, Deanna Rossini. I don't want to misquote her on that, but it was an NFL reporter who said on a Sunday morning before the NFL slate, both A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are unhappy with their utilization within the Eagles offense. It's always something, and it's never good.
People always talk about how winning is the ultimate cure in professional sports, in sports in general, which, sure, winning can put Band-Aids over wounds. Winning can give you contentment even when you aren't feeling satisfied. Of course it is, because that's the ultimate goal in team sports. But winning isn't necessarily, as our guy, the late, great Vince Lombardi put it, winning necessarily is not everything. And don't listen to that from me, because I love winning. I can agree with anybody that tries to, express that sentiment. Winning is everything. Winning ain't the only thing. It's everything. It's all about getting the W. Sure. But I'm saying more so from the perspective of the people that have done it at the highest level. You have heard time and time again the elite athletes, elite coaches say that no. There is still a bit of a void even after winning the ultimate goal. Look at Kevin Durant and the reason why he left the Golden State Warriors. Look at Mark Stoops, or Bob Stoops, keep on doing that, when he left the Oklahoma Sooners. Look at specifically Patrick Mahomes after the Chiefs won back-to-back Super Bowls, coming fresh off the podium saying he wants a third one, and the whole talk that offseason and all through camp was about how Mahomes was not satisfied in the way in which the Chiefs won because of how sputtering and inconsistent the offense was. When you are playing at your highest level, when you are feeling like you are the top 1% of what you do, sure, success is good, but you always want more. And what A.J. Brown has been talking about and venting about, and you heard him, the latest thing was he was on a Twitch or a stream. I think it was a Twitch.
Yeah, a video game stream.
Madden, it was
for our radio audience, we could be saying blah, 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 and they would okay.
He was on a stream with his buddy, Janky Rondo. Janky Rondo has a Twitch. They were streaming a little Madden football game, playing against each other, Lions-Eagles, actually, which is a preview of Sunday Night Football.
Oh, Janky Rondo? Now I understand where you're coming from.
Somebody, it resonated with somebody. Guy's got a lot of followers, so maybe if there's one person out there that knows Janky Rondo, here goes his shout-out. Well, A.J. Brown, in the midst of this stream, said several things that set off alarm bells once again. One of them, he referred to the offense or the Eagles situation as a show. That's one of the things he said. His friend Rondo asked him, he said, hey, yo, you like family to me, man. Everything good? He said, everything else is good. But he says, he's talked about like everything with my family is good, but everything else is a show. It's coming from a dude with a team with 7 wins. It's coming from a dude that's coming fresh off of a big-time win against the Packers.
Coming up from a dude who's coming off a Super Bowl win.
Coming off a Super Bowl.
Like they hold the crown right now.
He also said, if you own him in fantasy football, get rid of me. That hurt my heart because I just made a trade in our fantasy football league for A.J. Brown 2 weeks ago. I wish he would have got on Janky Rondo's stream 2 weeks ago. I would have been safe. So, thanks a lot, A.J. Brown. But throughout his comments and throughout the Twitch stream, what he made it clear once again, and this is now post-trade deadline, is that he's not satisfied with his role in the offense. He's not satisfied with the offensive production, and he is overall just not happy at work, which a lot of people can relate to. So instead of playing anything from the stream, I want to play from you, A.J. Brown, addressing the media in the locker room following the Twitch stream. Specifically speaking to why he is being public about his discontentment and also the message he's actually trying to get across to people that are his fans, his coaches, his locker room. Here's A.J. Brown.
And we're really focusing on winning and doing our job. Like, we can't just keep slapping the Band-Aid over the defense doing their job and getting us out of trouble. At what point are we going to pick up our slack as an offense that we're so great? You know, and that's what I'm getting at. It's not about we're not winning or I don't care about winning. All I care about is snapping steps. No, it's been week after week sometimes we're not contributing. We're not doing our job on offense.
He's saying the offense is sputtering. He's saying the offense is absolutely dismal. And C-Cat, have you watched the Eagles this year? How many games do you feel like you've seen? Like 2 or 3, 4 games of the Eagles?
Yeah, whenever they're in prime time, I watch the full game.
It's absolutely terrible. That offense is miserable to watch. I couldn't imagine being a fan of that team, rooting for them, because, of course, you just want the W at the end of the day. But, geez, Louise, like 3rd and longs early in the game, they're doing halfback draws. They're not testing the defense down the field. The run game isn't dominant like it was last year with Saquon Barkley, so you can't just say, oh, we're still putting up points. No. This offense has been miserable.
Yeah, I mean, Miserable, sure.
It is.
It's hard to have a truly miserable offense and still only have 2 losses at this point of the season.
No, it's not. That's what they're doing. The reigning Super Bowl champions right now in passing yards in the NFL, they rank 25th. 25th. You're 25th in passing yards despite having a MVP, not MVP. He was an MVP runner-up at one point, but a Pro Bowl level quarterback and 2 guys who would be number 1 receivers on half of the other teams in the NFL, and A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. By the way, the Slim Reaper, Heisman winner in college. Pretty good. Dallas Goedert, pretty good tight end. They're 25th in passing yards in the NFL. So I'm sure the retort is, well, you ain't got to pass the ball when you got Saquon Barkley, Theo. They're still moving the ball. That's what complimentary football is about. You don't want to risk passing it down the field and turning it over. They can still move the ball. Their third down offense has been terrible, 27th in the league. They just scored 10 points at Lambeau Field against the Packers, which, sure, that's a good defense. The Panthers did better in their win against Green Bay. And you can't expect, what A.J. Brown has been saying time and time again is, you can't expect to have this poor of play and then expect it to be able to, you could just flip a switch at any point down the line when you actually have to put up more than 8 points to win a football game. I understand his frustration. He is an elite athlete playing a prominent position, and his whole life he has been utilized in a way that makes his team better. When he was on the Titans and his whole run through the Eagles, except for more specifically this year under Patullo in that offense, A.J. Brown has been a star and a needle mover for all of his offenses. This year, the offense is struggling. He ain't getting the ball, and he's saying, hey, I wish we were better as an offense.
You think A.J. Brown wishes he was back in the situation with the Titans? You think that's what he truly wants,
no.
To be a focal point of the offense, even if it means a couple of more losses? Than a couple more losses?
Is that what he said? No. He said he wants the offense to be better. I'm telling you what his experience has been in the past. The Titans' offense wasn't great, but he elevated the Titans' offense. The Eagles' offense this year isn't elite. It isn't great. He's still been elevating it by playing his role. People are acting as if him speaking out and speaking out internally and also publicly has derailed his play at all. Is he out there giving up on football plays like we've seen other receivers do this year?
Blocking very well downfield.
Is he out there, missing on his assignments? Is he out there actually actively working against the team? No. They are great because of what he demands as a attention-wise to defenses and what he does in his role still. He's still playing football to a high level to help the Eagles win football games. All he's saying is, this ain't going to cut it, and I know how it could get better. Give me the damn ball. How do you not resonate with that? How do you not feel A.J. Brown right there?
It's a whole lot of me. Give me the ball.
Because I'm good. Yes, yeah. Guess what? Who's the best player on that offense?
It's not his job to decide how they run the offense. So I think that the adequate answer to that is pipe down, we're winning games. When we need to reevaluate everything and how we do things, when we don't win a Super Bowl, that's when maybe we'll change things up and we will consider utilizing you in a different way than we are right now.
Okay, so they should wait until they lose in the playoffs to then respond and react the next season.
Maybe losing in the playoffs, maybe when they're down by 7, down by 10 points, and they have to throw the ball. Yeah.
Let's not forget this is the same team that got blown out 34-17 but at the hands of the Giants. Back-to-back weeks, they lost the teams they should have beat because the offense couldn't get things going. A 21-17 loss against the Broncos in Week 5. Like, it's already reared its ugly head against teams in which you should not be seeing that level of performance against. And now what A.J. Brown is telling you is, y'all are content with mediocrity. And I want steady growth to make sure that this team is unbeatable at the end of the finish line. Last year, at least, the offense was good and he wasn't getting the ball. This year, the offense stinks, and you're still not utilizing him. Here, listen to the other. A.J. Brown continued. He talked about specifically what it would take for them to win late in the year. Here he is trying to further explain his comments on why he thinks maybe it's not just getting me the ball, but this has got to be better.
Last year, what it was, thank you for the ring, but it's a new season. They adapted. We have to adapt, and we have to continue to, get better and try to find new ways. So that's where the frustration comes in, because it's not about winning, you guys. I want to win, yes. I want to help contribute as well, do our thing on offense as well. I think that's fair.
They are relying on that defense to hold teams to very low numbers, and I'm not sure if that's going to work out against the high-octane offense, especially deep in the year. And A.J. Brown is like, hey, I would just like to play complimentary football for once. That'd be nice.
That's awesome, dude. And you can do that at a bunch of different organizations.
Well, then trade me.
All of those organizations have a lot less wins than us.
Why didn't you trade me?
Oh, because they didn't have to. They had confidence they can reel you in, and they're doing the cost-benefit analysis, and they're deciding that, okay, if our head coach gets really annoyed at press conferences because he's getting repeated questions about what players on his team said in front of a microphone, not what they did on the field, but what they have said, that's worth it to know that we have A.J. Brown in our back pocket to deploy when we do need to use his talents, maybe in the way that he's asking for.
One of the more important jobs in professional sports is being able to manage and massage egos, being able to help build chemistry within a locker room. People are people still. They might be professional athletes. They might be great wide receivers or quarterbacks or running backs or left tackles. At the end of the day, they are still human beings who come set with their own internal motives and emotions. And for the leadership of the Philadelphia Eagles, of course you won the Super Bowl last year, and that's fine and dandy. But if they don't adapt to the fact that you do have to, at some points, especially with superstar level talent, manage egos. At some point, with guys like A.J. Brown who have moved the needle for you time and time again, pepper the ball to him a few times. Have him feel involved in the game plan so that he's active, he's available, he's ready to go, he's inspired. He's already given it to you. It's not like he is slouching on plays. He's doing his job, but he's also asking for something. And I do believe the more they ignore him, the more irritated he gets. Maybe at some point, it's not just him speaking out on Twitch streams. Maybe he's going to break out a book again on the sideline. Maybe he's going to feel a little tightness in that hamstring and say, hey, man, you know what? Y'all got it? I'm not saying he's going to do that. I'm just saying you're pushing him to a level in which he's feeling like he's running out of answers. And at some point, you got to look at yourself as a leader, as a manager of egos, as a person who's supposed to be chasing towards the Super Bowl and say, hey, what's smarter for me here? What's smarter for me here? Engaging a player that is very important to this locker room, or standing my ground and telling him to wait and sit back as we put up 10 points on the road and expect to get wins?
Yeah, placating and bending to the will of a skill position is not the answer, I would say.
It's worked year over year. It's worked time and time again. It worked for them last year as well.
And I'll admit to you, I think the Eagles did make a mistake here, and they probably should have traded him. That's probably the solution to the problem that I think would have best fit both requests. Like, A.J. Brown, you want the stats? You want to be in the top 10 of next year's fantasy drafts? Go ahead and do that somewhere else.
There you go. Everybody wins. 888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline. Does A.J. Brown have a point? Or is he derailing the chances at an Eagles repeat? 888-760-3776. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline. I can't believe that people putting their own mediocrity and their own short-sighted expectations on a player who has been elite at every turn of his career and wants that offense to be better.
Yeah, he was good play caller. No, he wasn't.
He actually kind of was in that Vikings game when him and Jalen Hurts said, screw what you're calling, we're going to actually turn on the offense. That's what brought them back into the game and helped them win. The answer to all of our questions might just be to get a different play caller, but I mean, that ain't my call. 888-760-3776. The Baptist Health Hotline. Hit us up. Tap in. 888-760-3776. We want to welcome you to being treated like a pro at Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Maybe you're not discontent emotionally, but maybe your body is. Maybe you got soreness. You got joint pain. All right, you've been putting too much stress on the joints. Whatever the activity that you do, whatever hobby that is, billiards, ping pong, wall ball, padel, pickleball, stuff can get tiresome on the body. So I want to welcome you to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. From sports injuries to everyday aches, our expert team delivers the same advanced care trusted by the pros, so you can get back to the life and the activities you love. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho. And hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline, 888-760-3776. On the other side, we're going to bring in our guy Jonathan Zaslow, but CCAT, man, I heard there's a lot of motion out here.
Yeah, dude, we got a giveaway coming up later on in the show. A very fun event, a very fun party, really. A tea party, but not in the way that you might think from the Revolutionary War. Get ready for an unforgettable night in Palm Beach Gardens, the inaugural Boston Common Golf Tea Party presented by Comcast Business. It's happening next Friday. Not this weekend, next Friday, November 21st, inside the beautiful, the incredible, the revolutionary SoFi Center. It's not your average golf event. They're not going to tell everyone to be quiet, be respectful. No. It's going to be loud. It's going to be banging. It's going to be a great time. It's led by world-famous singer-songwriters Niall Horan and Noah Kahan, the guy from One Direction, and a really popular artist that I don't know many of his songs, but I know a lot of people do. Both ambassadors for Boston Common Golf. They're going head-to-head in a 9-hole TGL-style match. If you love music and you love golf, or one or the other, you got to be there. Joining the fun, fan-favorite crew from Good Golf, Garrett Clark, Matt Sharf, Sean Walsh, Brad Dalkey. You're going to see them later on today in the Internet Invitational Championship round. They're blowing up. Bubby and Mo, they're going to co-host the night and be mic'd up. So you're going to hear every laugh, every shot, every moment. It is the Boston Common Golf Tea Party presented by Comcast Business. Go to this website and buy your tickets. BostonCommonGolf.com/TEE party.
Nice.
BostonCommonGolf.com/Tea party. And we're going to be giving away 4 tickets in this hour. So don't change that radio dial. Don't click out of this YouTube video. Stick around because we've got 4 tickets to give away to our wonderful fans.
All righty. I'm looking forward to that, giving away some tickets. Also looking forward to Jonathan Zaslow on the other side here from ESPN Radio and Zaslow Show 2.0. He's the voice of the 305, and he joins us here on Theoretically Speaking today. Stay tapped in. It's going to be a good one on a Thursday.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers.
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Brought to you by FDOT.
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli, and
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's has voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. Our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Manzo's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Manzo's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
we also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
Touchdown! Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
21 turnovers. A season high, 21 turnovers for the Miami Heat last night at Kaseya Center. They blow a 14-point second half lead, and the Cavaliers, without their stars, roar back in the fourth quarter and defeat the Miami Heat 130-116 last night. That was not fun. That was not pretty. But you know what? You split with the Cavs. You got a thrilling win on Monday night with the Andrew Wiggins game-winning dunk. So I'm not here to complain, but it's the second time this past week we saw the Heat take their foot off the gas late, let a team back into it. This time, they were not able to recoup the losses. Whew, that sucks. But you know what? You know what Heat sucks more than when the Heat lose? The South Florida Heat that infiltrates your home. We all know this. Florida Heat plays hard and it never takes a timeout. Going cheap on your AC or plumbing is a losing game that's going to end up costing you more down the line. That's why I always say EDSisyes.com. That's the place to go. EDS. EDS stands for Everyday Savings, the real kind. You get quality work, trust, peace of mind. And here in Palm Beach County, we've been relying on EDS for nearly 2 decades. All right, over 780 Google ratings and a 4.8 star rating on there. It's not just that. Right now in EDS, if you need to revamp your AC system, they're offering customers now 0% interest financing for 60 months. Qualifying customers can get 0% interest financing for 60 months, revamp the whole thing for you. EDSisyes.com. That's the place to go. Those are the people to see for your AC or plumbing needs. You can get same-day hot water heater replacement, 2 yearly tune-ups with the EDS Gold plan like I have. And, of course, again, you can get that 0% interest for 60 months. Qualified customers. You get value, comfort, and a winning record. EDS is yes. Visit EDSisyes.com. All right, we shift from talking about the Heat to the whole 305, and the only way to be able to do that is to bring in a good friend.
You might know him as the Cooper City Rattlesnake. He's the human flamethrower of Miami sports radio.
Hey, you could be a maniac without being a jerk.
The preacher of the Pat Riley gospel.
They don't complain. They don't make excuses. This is the NBA. Deal with it.
The mayor of Dolphins Delusion.
Can the Bills offense keep up with the Dolphins offense?
And the only guy who can go from breaking down the Panthers power play to cutting a full-blown Ric Flair promo. Woo! Jonathan Saslow is the voice of the 305. Presented by Anajar and Levine, Robin Hood, and Twin Peaks.
Zaz, man, a quick question, because I haven't been seeing it or paying as much attention. Has Brad Marchand still been on an absolute heater for those Cats?
Yeah, he's got 11 goals on the season. I think it's 6 goals in the last 5 games. He's been incredible. So, of course, slow start to the season. Although, I don't know, we're 16 games in. They're a 500 team, but I can't even imagine where they would be right now if not for Marchand.
And glad to have him back, obviously, following his hiatus for good cause. And also glad to have Zaslow back here on a Thirsty Thursday, the best day of the week. As we talk a little sports, we preview a little Thursday night football, but we got to stay honed in on this Miami area stuff. I'm still excited. I haven't lost any hope for the Heat. Last night was one of those weird ones where you have the lead, similar to the Hornets. They let them back in, and a feisty Cavs team forced enough turnovers, got enough transition points, made things shake, and the Heat lost one. But I still think this is an exciting team. It's not at full strength. No Bam, no Tyler last night. What's your confidence level right now? Forget the confidence level. What's your enjoyment level right now with the Miami Heat about 10 games in?
Very high. It was really the first time last night. It was the first time this season where the team had like an entire quarter where they were just in a rut, where they went cold, and they were up going into the fourth quarter, and they wind up getting blown out in the final period. So, no, my enjoyment level is super high with this Heat team. I'm back to a place now where I'm excited each night that they're playing. Obviously, the win on Monday night was the best win of the season, but despite, I get it. No Garland, no Mobley, no Donovan Mitchell last night. So it's a bad loss, but you can't judge this. Like, the Heat didn't have Bam. All right. And the reason I say that, not to counteract that, Cleveland didn't have their guys. Okay, we didn't have our guy. The point is, this Heat team is not going to do anything of substance unless they are completely healthy, because they really don't have a superstar. So if they don't have a superstar, you have to have everyone. So, yes, Monday felt really good, but to me, Monday still felt better than last night felt bad, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And, Norman Powell after the game, I loved hearing this. So often a team like the Heat will lose a game last night to either a bad team or to a team that is without most of their star players, like last night against Cleveland. It's like, you got to give them credit. It's a really good team. It's a professional team. Those guys on the bench, they're in the league for a reason, so it doesn't matter that the other guys weren't playing. No, he didn't say anything like that. He said what it was. He goes, that was a really bad loss. Yeah, and I like hearing that. Coach Spo does that too, where he'll come out in the press conference and he'll say, first thing, you got to give credit to them, this, that. Like, no. Sometimes you stunk. Sometimes it's on you. And so I liked what Norman Powell said, where it's, I don't need to sugarcoat anything. That's a really bad loss for us. I liked hearing that.
And that happens in the National Basketball Association. That happens over the course of 82 games. The Heat 5-1 at home right now. There's a lot of joy around that team. So not going to get, bumped off your spot there just based off of one bad loss. Many good ones to come from the Miami Heat. The Miami Dolphins on a little international trip this week, Zaz.
Yeah, Madrid. First ever game, I believe, in Madrid this weekend. 9:30 start time. I will have it on during College Football Campus Tour. I'm going to be in Athens with Amber Wilson this weekend. So, we're on 10 to noon. I'll have the Dolphin game on while I'm doing the show. I'll be very distracted, but it doesn't matter, Theo. If you're a fan, you're a fan. I'm getting my days confused. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, I was going to ask you, did they play it on Saturday?
I apologize.
Yes.
I'm getting my day confused. So I'm going to be flying back then, which actually then that works well because my flight is like 30 minutes after the game kicks off. That's perfect timing for me, actually. I'll be able to watch the game. You got to get that VPN where you hide your network, all right? You hide your location. And then I could still watch the game on the TV. So that actually works out very well for you, boy.
Yeah, so I do think that for the Dolphins, it's paramount that they lose this weekend, and it's also paramount that they lose for the rest of this NFL season.
Yeah, I think you're going to be disappointed if you look at it that way. I think the Dolphins got a few wins in store the next few weeks.
I'm not a fan, so I'll live with the results, whatever they may be. So I won't be disappointed. I just might be wrong.
I can't watch the games like that. Like, I know it's in the Dolphins' best interest to have as high a draft pick as possible. I can't watch the games like that. Like, I watch the game, hoping they win, and when they inevitably don't, it's like, all right, there is a silver lining.
Yeah.
But I don't watch the game hoping that they lose. I can't do it.
I'm fine with that, too, because there are two different type of sports fans, those who are willing to root for their team to lose and then those who will never relent to that. Here's my real question to you, though, for the Dolphins. If you feel like they get things going, like these next 3 games are very winnable games.
Really, the next 5 is a stretch of winnable games, to be honest.
It is true. It's true. So if they do get things going here, is there any way in which you see anything from this team in the backstretch that gives you confidence that, because like 3 weeks ago it was over with, that Mike McDaniel and Tua can be the future of this franchise? Is there anything to glean from those two?
No. This is not new.
So you're actively rooting against your own self-interest in?
Well, no, it's just, as a fan, I can't root for my team to lose. But if I can watch my team win and still understand these are not the right guys for the job, I have to hope that the new general manager understands that as well. Like, I'm not stupid.
A lot of hope.
And so I would like to believe that the new general manager is not stupid either. Just because you win some games here late in the season doesn't all of a sudden change whether Mike McDaniel's a good coach. It doesn't all of a sudden change whether or not Tua Tagovailoa is a quarterback that you could win with. So I want the team to win games, but I'm not going to be fooled by whatever their record is, which is still not going to be good. But I'm not going to be fooled by what their record is and what they do late in the season. Like the tape's the tape, and one of them is not a head coach, and the other one's not a big-time quarterback.
That's true. Speaking of Tua and Mike McDaniel, but I do think that you might, not saying that's going to happen, they do run the risk of falling into that trap because we've seen it year over year, where the last 3, 4, 5 games is what a team gets judged by because of what they've done. It's what got Antonio Pierce hired with the Raiders. It's why Bryce Young was rebelieved in with the Panthers. People are going to go back to that sample size because it was the last thing they saw and say, hey, wait a second. Let's not forget, 2023, Tua led the league in passing yards.
Yeah, but at least in this case, it's going to be a new general manager.
Okay.
You know, you would hope, like, those are the same guys, I think, the same guys running those teams you gave an example of. At least this is a new general manager who should be tasked with evaluate, like, clean slate. Doesn't matter what we've done recently. You weren't here for any of it. Evaluate, and let's move forward.
I got you. I'm not even – I don't even know how it's going to play out, honestly. I'm just saying that I see, like, if they had a top 3, top 5 pick, it would be much better for the Dolphins this offseason.
They're probably not. They'll probably have top 10.
Yeah.
You know, the way it's shaping up, it's probably a team that's going to wind up winning like 6 games maybe, which still is terrible.
That's what you expected, though, coming into the season.
I thought they were going to be bad. I actually thought they could be a little bit worse than 6 wins. They'll probably get to like 6 wins, and then you're definitely at like the 7, 8, 9 range. So, you know, if you want to move up, you move up. You get a quarterback. I would imagine they're not going to do that because it seems that they don't have the guts to actually move on from Tua. But that's probably where they'll be, somewhere in that 7, 8, 9 range.
Yeah, maybe you just snap a quarterback in the 27 class when it's a deeper class with more first-round grades, and maybe you just try and improve the line or improve like maybe you pick best player available this year and kind of move it forward. But that's enough Dolphins talk for a Thursday here ahead of an international game that means very little for both teams really involved with the Commanders and the Finns. I'm curious where you stand here for a team that is chasing a Super Bowl in the Philadelphia Eagles. When you witness what A.J. Brown is saying on Twitch streams, in the media, anytime he gets a chance to, but you also see that the Eagles are winning games, who do you hold accountable for that? Is it the play caller and the head coach and the quarterback, or do you think A.J. Brown needs to shut up and just play his role for the Eagles right now?
Well, for the most part, I think he probably needs to shut up because here's the thing. You know, A.J. Brown can be right and also be handling it poorly. Like, you're not getting traded in the middle of the season. Trade deadline's already passed, AJ. I don't know if you understand how trade deadline works, all right? So you're on the Eagles the rest of the year. What you're doing right now does not help anybody. So let's deal with this in the offseason. And right now, this behavior is not going to help. There's nothing positive comes out of this behavior. So he could be justified in being upset and also handling it poorly. Because then the other side of it, where I think he is justified in being upset, why don't they just throw the ball to him more?
It works.
He's really good. He's their best receiver. He had 3 targets last week. Like, why don't they just give him the ball more? It would probably be best for everybody. So I don't understand that part of it, but also A.J. Brown has not handled it properly.
There's at a certain point, I go back to, for the play caller and the head coach, part of your job is managing egos. Part of your job is keeping players interested, is rewarding players who continue to play their role. Because A.J. Brown might be speaking out, but he's not lashing out on the football field. He's still playing his role well. He's still helping them win football games. He's just asking to be more involved. He's asking for the offense to be more explosive, which I'm sure fans and he would both like to see. So, again, at some point...
How does it help anyone? He goes on Twitch, I'm going to tell my followers, drop me in fantasy. Like,
well, how does it hurt? How does it hurt?
Yeah, well, maybe it doesn't hurt, but it definitely doesn't help.
Yeah.
It can hurt. It can, because maybe guys in the locker room will be angry at him. Now the quarterback and the coach have to be asked about it all the time. It might not hurt. It might hurt, but it definitely does not help. There's no way it helps.
The reason I feel like I keep on kicking it back to the leadership is the players in the locker room have continuously voiced a lot of respect and a lot of support for A.J. Brown through all of this. And I'm more so curious, is this he's the one speaking out, he's the one looking malcontent, but Jordan Mailata, all-pro tackle, came out and said, no, he's a veteran leader, and we love him. Devonta Smith has come out time and time again and said he's doing what he's supposed to do.
There may be no negative effect, but there's definitely no positive effect.
Hey, look, Nick Sirianni, Mr. Head Coach, Mr. Head Football Coach, who also wears his emotions on his sleeves. At some point, I'm going to have to look towards you and say, you clean this thing up. And he did try to respond to it, but more so by just dismissing it. So
just throw him the ball.
Throw him the ball like 5 times.
I mean, you got a whole game. You could only throw to him 3 times. Just throw him the ball.
He's a really good football player.
He's really good.
It's kind of weird. Jonathan Zaslow joining us here on ESPN 106.3 on Theoretically Speaking here on a thirsty Thursday. What is the outside of that, outside of the Eagles and outside the college football realms, when we get into week 11 of the NFL season, we've got here a Rams and a Seahawks team, both of them looking like they could be dominant in the NFC. We have in the AFC tonight a Patriots team that looks like I mean, is this 2017? Like, they're fighting for a number 1 seed in the AFC. What singular team are you most interested in seeing how they finish the rest of this NFL season, starting with this weekend?
Well, I can tell you about this weekend, Bucs-Bills. I mean, both teams coming off of losses that they wish they had back, where Tampa Bay loses at home New England, Buffalo loses in Miami. As bad a loss you're going to see in the entire season, entire league. So Bills, Buccaneers is a monster to me. There's a major difference between 7-3 and still being able to compete for a top spot and 6-4, and now you're fighting for a playoff spot. So that's the situation the Buccaneers and Bills find themselves in. That to me is the most interesting game, and certainly Seahawks and Rams battling for the NFC West. Everybody knew, or at least you figured, that the Rams would be in this spot. The Seahawks, though, are we taking the Seahawks for real? Is it a carbon copy of the Vikings last year with Darnold? I don't know. So Bills, Bucks, Seahawks, Rams. Those are the most interesting to me.
Looking forward to it. Also looking forward to the next episode of Zaslow Show 2.0. Where can people find it?
Yeah, thanks, Theo. Zaslow Show 2.0, wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Zaslow Show 2.0. Please like, rate, comment, subscribe. We cover everything South Florida, everything 305, everything Miami-related, and every episode is presented by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys, 800-747-FREE, 800-747-3733.
Zaz, appreciate your time. We'll catch up with you after the weekend and enjoy some college football action.
Yeah, thanks, guys. College football campus tour this Saturday. Me and Amber Wilson, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We are live in Athens for Texas and Georgia.
Between the hedges. Appreciate you, Zaz.
See ya.
That is Jonathan Zaslow joining us on the Baptist Health Hotline. And we also have somebody calling in on the Eagles situation, C-Cat, on the Baptist Health Hotline. Who do we have?
We got big Eagles fan, so now someone with some skin in the game. You know, Rick from Boca wants to talk about A.J. Brown and his actions, words, Sirianni's actions, words. What's up, Rick?
Hey, how are you? Thanks
Pretty good.
for taking the call. Yeah, been living in Florida for 25 years, but born and raised in Philadelphia and a die-hard Eagles fan. I think there's a difference now with what AJ is saying as opposed to what he said before. A couple of weeks ago, he was sending out these cryptic messages, which are a problem because everybody's talking about how do we figure this out. At least now, he's not angry. He's not writing cryptic messages. He is simply saying, we need to get the ball to mean more. And everybody agrees with that. It's insanity to have A.J. Brown get 3 targets a game. Absolutely insane. Are you trying to tell me there's no slant pattern he can run, a down and out, across the middle, a fly pattern? I don't understand. In Philadelphia, we went through a lot with this play caller, this first-year guy, Patullo, and he seemed to have, when he moved Hurts up behind center, it seemed to have helped the offense. But now it seems like we're right back to where we started in terms of Brown. So I don't know what the answer is, but it's very frustrating to watch it, knowing how good he is. He's like the best guy at 50-50 ball, so you got to throw it to him.
If I see another halfback draw on 3rd and long, I'm going to gouge my eyes. That's like what's going on there? Has that worked for y'all enough for it to justify not throwing the ball up to number 11?
No. There's nothing to justify. There's nothing that justifies it. If they were scoring 45 points a game and he was getting 2 targets, nobody's complaining. But when you score 10 points one week and 17 the week before, clearly we need him to be in the action. You got to be. Devontae Smith has become the number 1 receiver. Before I go, I just wanted to ask one thing. The thing is, a fan does not have the benefit of studying film. My question is he being double-teamed all the time?
No.
AJ?
No, that's the thing is, and I appreciate the call, Rick. And that's part of it is it's not like people are saying there's something schematically happening. There has been a correlation to the level of man defense ran against the Eagles versus zone defense, where A.J. Brown gets targeted more when they play man on man. But it's not been a thing in which the teams are shading coverage towards of him and then taking him out of the game. No, they're not. They're not trying to get him the ball, which is extremely weird. But C-Cat, I love the Eagles talk. I love the A.J. Brown talk. Philadelphia fans always so passionate. I love that call there from Rick from Boca.
I think it's actually a fact that sports radio would not be where it is today without the city of Philadelphia.
No, real talk. They're up there. Top 5 sports radio city.
Definitely.
Right behind West Palm.
Exactly. Right neck and neck.
We have tickets to give away.
Yeah, I'm glad you tossed it to me, Theo.
Yeah.
I know you would want to do this giveaway, but I want to do it more.
Okay.
So I'm going to say dibs. We've got 4 tickets to give away to the Boston Common Golf and TGL Historic Night. It is the inaugural Boston Common Golf Tea Party presented by Comcast Business. It's Friday, November 21st, inside the SoFi Center. Again, Friday, November 21st, inside the SoFi Center. It's right in Palm Beach Gardens, right up the road from us, or maybe it's right in your neighborhood. Anyway, it can't be that far from you. If you're a golf fan, you got to be there. If you're a fan of music, Niall Horan, Noah Khan, you probably know who they are. They're going to be there, and you should too. They're going head-to-head in a 9-hole TGL-style match, and we are giving our wonderful fans of ESPN West Palm free tickets if you're caller number 5.
Wow.
Caller number 5 will win the 4-pack of tickets to the Boston Common Golf Tea Party presented by Comcast Business. 4 tickets given away right now to caller number 5.
Can I at least say the number?
Yeah.
888-760-3776. 888-760-3776. Call in, win tickets, win big. 5th caller, as C-Cat said. And I just like giving out the number to the Baptist Health Hotline. So
You're good about giving them the number.
Thank you.
One more time?
888-760-3776. Win those tickets and watch some golf.
Yeah, and if you don't win the tickets, BostonCommonGolf.com/TEE party to buy them.
Yeah, but I got faith. You'll win it. 888-760-3776. Also buy the tickets and also call in to try and win them as well. That is C-Cat. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2025 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2025 Defender 110 P300S for just $849 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Canes fans, it's time for the final home game of the season. This week, the Hurricanes face off against North Carolina State on Saturday, November the 15th. It's your last chance to show up and show out at Hard Rock Stadium. Let's finish the home season strong and pack Hard Rock Stadium. Get your seats now at MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. And go Canes!
Snowbirds, welcome back. Time to trade your coats and hats for swim trunks and sunscreen. And get your home ready for company. Before the family arrives, make sure your home's water is in top shape. Hard water and hidden minerals can leave spots on dishes, dull your laundry, and dry out your skin. Not exactly festive. Schedule your free water test today before the holiday rush. Culligan will make sure your water is as clear and welcoming as that ocean view. Visit Culligan.com or just say,
"Hey, Culligan ESPN 106.3 is your home for live sports presented by Hard Rock Bet, home of Inter Miami, Miami Heat, and the Miami Dolphins. Catch all the action and the biggest matchups throughout the week right here on ESPN 106.3. Hard Rock Bet, it's Florida's official sports book. Try Hard Rock Bet now and receive up to $100 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. Wager terms and conditions apply. Considered by gambling. Call 1-888-ADMIT.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Every family has dreams, a vacation, a new car, or a rainy day fund. With a Boost savings account from Flagler Credit Union, your dreams can become reality. Earn up to 3.25 annual percentage yield with no minimum balance, no monthly fees, and easy access to your funds. Whether you're saving for life's big moments or everyday expenses, a Boost savings account helps you reach your goals faster. Open a Boost savings account today and start boosting your future at Flagler Credit Union. Boost checking is required. Other qualifications apply. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Hi, I'm Scott Smith with Smith Ball Baez and Prather, Florida Injury Lawyers. As you have likely seen and heard, law firm advertising is at an all-time high. Attorney ads seem to be part of every radio and TV commercial segment. Some firms are even using paid actors and actresses to speak for them. At Smith Ball Baez and Prather, we know that the decision to hire a law firm should never be based on advertisements alone. It is our past results and many positive 5-star reviews that we encourage you to read at smithball.com to learn more about our law firm. We have board-certified lawyers. We have lawyers listed in the best lawyers in America and in super lawyers. But most importantly, we have experienced lawyers located right here in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast that are ready to be your advocate and your voice, and fully prepared to start fighting for your legal rights today. Our purpose, legal power. Our mission, huge results. If you've been injured, the lawyers at Smith Ball Baez and Prather will help. Call us at 500-HELP, 500-HELP. With Smith Ball Baez and Prather, help is just a local phone call away. Offices Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie.
Football season is here, and the ultimate game day headquarters is Twin Peaks. Whether it's college Saturdays or NFL Sundays, catch every kickoff, every touchdown, every Hail Mary right here at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views. From scratch-made favorites to ice-cold 29-degree draft beers, Twin Peaks is delivering all the winning plays. Looking for a stronger lineup? No one does game day like Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, come for the game, stay for the experience.
Touchdown! Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
Snowbirds, welcome back. Time to trade your coats and hats for swim trunks and sunscreen. And get your home ready for company. Before the family arrives, make sure your home's water is in top shape. Hard water and hidden minerals can leave spots on dishes, dull your laundry, and dry out your skin. Not exactly festive. Schedule your free water test today before the holiday rush. Culligan will make sure your water is as clear and welcoming as that ocean view. Visit Culligan.com or just say,
"Hey, Culligan man!" Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man, your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is Theo Dorsey. It is, theoretically speaking, it's the happy hour, baby. It is the happy hour. And that means that you don't just get myself and C-Cat who's on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos. You also, because she is not commandeered with meetings or because she has not had a sip of tequila, you get Espresso Martina. Tina Costanza in the house. What's happening with you?
Happy Thursday. I could use a real happy hour.
Yeah.
Like it's been a week.
Yeah.
I don't usually go home and like pour myself a glass of wine or like make a cocktail unless it's been like a rough week.
Mm-hmm.
That's been that for me this week.
Is it because the CEO's in town?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, just making sure. CEO's in town.
No.
And so whenever I see you a little bit more stressed out or CCAT laughing his ass off, doing knee slappers all day, I'm like, oh, is Craig Karmazin in town? But he is. So that makes a lot of sense.
Hey, I listened to your feedback about how I apparently laugh hard when very important people
He does.
You do that?
slightly make a joke.
Oh, yeah.
That was completely unconscious. I didn't know I was doing that. I scaled it back.
Okay.
He did dial it
I
back.
didn't hear you laugh at all today.
So we had a meeting.
Oh, I wanted to.
We had a meeting where the CEO is in town here, Craig. Great dude. So Craig is not hilarious. Craig sometimes can be humorous, though, in his speeches. He likes to deliver a lot of jokes. I mean, the guy had a radio show for a while.
Yeah. He's still on the radio.
Still on the radio. I mean, he drove a radio show daily. The Stephen Craig Show.
Yes.
So Craig Karmazin, charismatic, sure. Stand-up comedian? Absolutely not. Unless you ask CCAT and he's in the middle of a meeting with Craig. And today you did a great job of withholding your laughter. That was pretty good.
Yeah, every year when they announce the new cast for SNL, one of these days I'm going to see Craig Karmazin show up. He's going to be in that next class.
Tina, in all seriousness, it was last 12 weeks, so it was about 6 months ago.
I was going to say, when did you notice this?
It was about 6 months ago at the last time we had this biannual drop-ins from Craig.
Yes.
When Craig was holding the meeting and he was doing his typical Craig interjections of jokes, and this dude could not contain himself. I was sitting behind CCAT to set up the stage. I'm sitting in a spot where Craig, my eyesight is, I got to look past CCAT to get to Craig as we're looking in this meeting. So as I'm watching Craig deliver these jokes they're cool, they're good jokes here and there, CCAT is right in front of me just, oh my God, Craig, stop it. Craig, stop it. I got to use the restroom. Craig, stop. I'm like, whoa. What a guess, man. He's already, your check is already in the mail.
I've tried to diagnose where this comes from because I'm not necessarily a kiss ass by trade.
You're not.
I think that I'm a ball of angst by trade. And whenever we're getting news from a boss, I might anticipate the worst. So when I don't get bad news and it ends up being comic relief, it's very funny. Like whenever there's the one joke in a horror movie, the joke might not be that good, but compared to the axe murderer that's happening the other 90 minutes, okay, this little quip does get a laugh out of me.
Yeah. What I will say, too, and you witnessed this firsthand, Tina, when y'all went to the, what do you call it, micro wrestling?
Yes.
CCAT is also a very active and engaged and supportive audience member.
Yes. That was a totally different CCAT.
Yeah.
I had never experienced that before. I was trying to calm him down. I'm like, CCAT, he's like, no, they love it, Tina. Shut up.
Yeah.
Like, no, they love this.
It is very important for me to be a good audience.
Yeah,
just in general.
Yeah, he cares about that.
And at that event, too, no one else was doing that but CCAT.
Yeah, he's unafraid to stick out like a sore thumb to be a great audience member, no matter what. We went to a baseball game. This guy's, heckling opposing batters and getting into it with other pitching coaches and stuff at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Like
And
CCAT is a good audience member.
And likewise, at stand-up acts where heckling is not wanted whatsoever, they want laughs, and that's it. That's what I give.
Yeah.
So maybe I just took it too far 6 months ago, but I learned from my mistakes, and I was better.
Okay.
I had a little bit more,
More restraint.
integrity.
And to be honest with you, I don't think you do it necessarily just because it is our CEO and it's Craig. And I think you do it more so because of the whole wanting to be a good audience member and wanting him to feel good about the jokes he's delivering thing. You know?
Yeah, I could show up 4 minutes late. That could be my style
That
next
is
time.
always possible.
That's Theo's style.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It was 3.5 minutes.
So when did you tell CCAT this? Earlier today or the last time?
Last time.
Our CEO
Right after.
Happened in the meeting. He stopped everyone
He's
and
like-
said, "Oh, hold on, that wasn't that funny." CCAT,
Yeah.
why are you laughing? No, it was immediately after the meeting when I got checked, and I got
I just was like, because I didn't take you for so it looked like you were being
you
a
didn't take
kiss
me
ass.
for a that's what it sounded like
Yeah.
you wanted to say.
Yeah, I mean, but it looked like you were. But in hindsight, now that I go through extreme lengths to better understand people. I love the sociology and psych. I love it. And I was in that moment. I'm like, damn, is CCAT a? But then I learned, no, he's just a good audience member. I go through great lengths to get more perspective and understand people, and I know more about CCAT because of that now.
Yeah, maybe a better audience member would be just butting in and just really speaking out whether or not I was asked to. That might be my next course of action.
We have to muzzle Mike Rizzo. We have to find a meeting muzzle and give it. We need to hang it on any meeting door in here. Russo and Rizzo 4 to 6. If you don't listen to the programming, you definitely should. It is thoroughly entertaining. Mike Rizzo, Cleveland native, funny guy to himself at least. We have to put a muzzle on him. Mike, he spoke more than Craig in the meeting. It was a 1-hour meeting. It was supposed to be all Craig talking to us and updating us on the company, but 18,000 interjections from Mike throughout that meeting. That was horrendous display of meeting etiquette.
So that's one thing. Everyone works with someone like that. It can be very relatable. But it was another thing when the butting in gets addressed by not only the person leading the meeting, but the leader of the entire company with a joke saying, Mike, do you have anything to say about, or do you want to have the speech for someone else who won an award? Mike, do you want to take up the speech? He didn't register that very funny joke that was made at his expense.
Oh, very funny joke, huh?
It's a very funny joke, tasteful.
Yeah, he just loves him some Craig. Oh, Craig. I'm about to get Craig to just record like for 15 minutes every day just for CCAT, just a running list of his thoughts in forms of jokes just so we can keep CCAT entertained.
My new podcast.
Yeah.
Dude, what do you listen to? I'm the CEO. He's got a new album, a comedy album out.
This guy's killing it right now. Killing it with the 12Q.
Yeah, that was a rough showing from our guy Mike Rizzo.
Mike Rizzo, we do have to address that, and I would love to address it to you in person. He's at the Panthers game. We're Russo and Rizzo from the Panthers game today.
Yes, live from Emirates Bank Arena.
So I never got a chance to have my post-game one-on-one with Mike Rizzo, but we do have to address his meeting etiquette. And going forward, we cannot have performances like that.
Yeah. I think it has to be you as well because it was like a question you asked.
Yeah, I asked the question.
So, yeah.
And somehow, in the middle of my question, Mike started asking the question. He commandeered my question, made it his own, and then he answered it.
Yeah.
Did you realize that, too? Like,
I blacked out, actually. No, I didn't.
I kept looking around the room like, is anybody else witnessing this right now? Am I in the Twilight Zone? What the hell is Mike Rizzo doing? And he kept going, and you're right, CCAT. To me, the worst part was when Craig called him out because our teammate here, Anna, who does a great job with HR, she won an award.
Yes, unsung hero.
Unsung hero of the entire company throughout the nation. Good Karma Brands. How many employees we got? Like over 500?
Yeah.
She won an award as the unsung hero of the company. And Craig, the CEO, comes in town to deliver this meeting and help deliver this Harmy Award to Anna.
It's like when the really big guy Baker gives the jacket to an NFL Hall of Famer when they're being told that they are going to make the Hall of Fame. This is a big deal.
Huge deal. Huge deal. We stopped the meeting to finish with this.
Yes.
And Craig quippingly and wittingly says, because we want Anna to give a quick speech, obviously, because she won.
Yeah.
She will be the one to talk about it. He says, Anna, congratulations on the Carmi. Mike, would you like to say anything?
And then?
He immediately did. And he talked for like 30 seconds on it. He gave multiple points on why Anna deserved the award. I think he thought that was his he thought that Craig threw it up off the glass.
No,
he threw it at your head. He threw it off your head. So no, we got to address that with Mike Rizzo. Hopefully he's listening. If not, I'll address it with him when I see him soon. That's my guy. Let's get a cocktail of the day, please.
We've got, I'm probably going to do for like the next few weeks some like autumn fall cocktails.
I'm down with that.
It makes sense.
This is a spiced pumpkin flip.
What? Theo, you just pointed at me and giggled and like dismissed me. What? I can't interject?
That makes sense.
I can't ad-lib? I can't add some fruit and flavor?
No. Sometimes you don't need to, Mike.
You've got pumpkin ale, some bourbon.
Yes.
Amaretto, agave nectar.
All right.
A teaspoon of pumpkin butter.
Too much pumpkin, though.
I guess some people can interject.
1 whole egg, and then you garnish with nutmeg.
See, but you weren't adding anything with your interjection. You weren't adding. All you said, oh, that makes sense. That's not adding. I'm over here reacting to the ingredients in the cocktail.
That was me being pleased with the fact that there was a common theme that everyone can relate to with the cocktail of the day.
Autumn. Fall. It's the season.
So are you going to announce every time you give the cocktail that it's because it's the fall?
No, I've never done that before. This is just me starting it.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, because this is the first time you're doing a category like this, in like a series. This is going to be a series of cocktails that we're expecting now.
We can do that.
And what was the name of it again?
The spiced pumpkin flip.
Ooh, there's a couple places in the Gardens Mall where you can order that.
Yes, I'm sure I could go to Tap 42
Hey, now.
and get the spiced pumpkin flip, or maybe the Tommy Bahama bar. I'm sure the Gardens Mall can whip that right up. But you also can, at the Gardens Mall, celebrate the most wonderful time of the year, enjoy festive events and experiences offered at the lavishly decorated shopping center this holiday season. Santa is here and is available for photos during all mall hours now through Christmas Eve, and you can make your reservations at whereissanta.com. The Kids Corner Holiday Shop on the upper level near the Gardens Cafe's food court is now open. This exclusive kids-only store lets children pick out gifts for their favorite people. A wonderful team of Santa's helpers are there to help each and every child spend one shiny coin from Santa's Golden Bank. You can purchase additional coins, 3 for $5. And best of all, 100% of the proceeds will benefit the Arc of Palm Beach County. Pick an angel from the Salvation Army Angel Tree to help give an underprivileged child in Palm Beach County a season to remember. For your shopping convenience, the Gardens Mall will be extending their hours during the holiday season. Visit thegardensmall.com for the full schedule. 1 mile off I-95 East and PJ Boulevard, the premier shopping destination in Palm Beach County.
I would love to.
I love, when we leave the office now, it's dark outside.
Yeah.
And I love during the holiday season, lights, Christmas lights and decorations. So
They did it up over here.
they did. It's so pretty
I haven't
here in
seen
City
it yet.
Place.
Everybody keeps saying that, but I haven't been here post nightfall.
Yeah.
So I need to check that out.
Yeah, Theo
So
clock's out
pretty.
at 2. Sorry, no, the show goes to 4. That
Yeah,
is
yeah,
wrong.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe you do clock out at 2. This
kinda
is
do.
kind of stream of concerts.
It is, honestly. We're just going. Once 2 o'clock hits, I just 4. If I wake up and it's 4, and I'm like, oh my God, what did I say? Oh, I said that AJ Brown is right.
So
what are wrong?
what are the ingredients in this drink again?
It is pumpkin ale. Sorry, I had to load my
It's okay.
computer
Is
back
there
up.
an egg in this beverage?
Yes, 1 whole egg.
Do they cook it?
No, it's probably
You whip it in there like a
yeah.
scrambled egg almost?
There's this guy going viral right now for eating very weird foods in public in a very unconventional way. And he'll just record himself in public eating. I've seen 2 videos so far. One is an entire raw onion.
Ugh,
He ate that on an airplane. And you could see him eat the onion, which stinks up the whole plane.
I think I saw this.
Yeah, in his background, where you can see the person reacting to him eating the whole onion, is the guy to his right, just a random passenger, and the actual steward or stewardess that is walking up and down the aisle of the plane. So the onion was one of them. The other was an entire carton of eggs. So he's just downing raw eggs at a public gym. And you just see a guy to his left trying not to stare at the guy doing this unconventional thing.
I don't think that's worth the fame.
It's working though.
Yeah.
I know. There's a lot of things you can do that will work if you want attention or notoriety or to go viral. Some of them I look at and I say, wouldn't be worth it to me. I wouldn't want to live that lifestyle. Like Iguana Man, C-Cat's favorite Instagram follow. I would not want to be throwing frogs for followers. Couldn't do it.
Cuban Tarzan, put some respect on him. Come on now.
Iguana Man's not a bad nickname though.
Iguana Man does not
like
actually
Iguana Man.
he does more than just iguanas. This guy is
He puts frogs in his mouth.
He puts frogs in his throat. You have to be more accurate because the frog got down there. Yeah, I'm sad that C-Cat ever sent me that video. By the way, quick news and note from the Miami Heat. Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero both traveling to New York tomorrow. They're traveling today. They play the Knicks tomorrow. Both of them have been out. Hero, neither one have been ruled to play yet. Hero's been dealing with the ankle. Adebayo's been out for the past 3 games with a toe. Them traveling to New York means there's a potential, at least for Bam to play, and maybe Hero makes his debut. We'll find out soon. But that report, according to Ira Winderman off the Heat beat. Hey, that'd be nice.
Do you want to see this guy eat the onion?
I don't.
All right,
I guess we have to now.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I just
good.
feel does he eat like an apple?
Does he slice it up?
Well, no, it's a whole onion. That's what he does. He just eats a whole onion next to a guy on a plane trying to get these people's attention.
Oh, yeah, like an apple.
And he cries during it because onions are very difficult to eat without crying.
This is not good behavior, man. What have we
What
become?
started this? He just wants to be viral?
Yes.
I think you just
Like,
want to
was it a
find his.
dare?
This is a big, vast world, and currently our world did not have
Yeah.
a whole raw onion eater. And he said, you know what? it shall be I. That's my cross to bear. I am the whole onion eater.
But
How long was the flight he was on? Do we know that?
No, we just have a 1-minute montage of him going from complete onion to incomplete onion and then gone onion.
So the guy never even looks over. He never pays him any mind.
That's true. This guy, I think peripherally, he's doing very well at hiding exactly what he's doing.
Right.
How do you not look and be like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what?
I would ask to be moved. I would ask to go. I would try to go to a different seat. Also, did he ever stop and ask himself, does the world need a whole raw onion eater? Like, the world doesn't have a lot of things, and generally it's because it's not a necessity for it. That's the circle of life. That's how it works. Like, the things we need, we have because it's necessary to this whole rotation thing. I don't think a whole raw onion eater was part of the plan at all.
I don't know. He had to looked up just what have people ate, and he saw that this hasn't been done yet, and he's like, I'm gonna be the first.
Is this what people are using ChatGPT for now?
Maybe.
Is this what they're doing? Like, what has not been done?
That's a good point.
What has not been done yet that I can go viral for?
Scour the world. Tell me the niche that is unfilled. I will become the person that will fill that niche.
Does that entertain you? Did that entertain you, Tina? Would you follow that guy after seeing that video?
No.
Okay.
It impressed me.
How did it impress you? Because he ate the raw onion or because he had the guts to do it?
I could not eat a raw onion.
Right.
So
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could. I know you could, actually. If your life was on the line, you could do it.
The eggs are interesting. And I feel like it was great that he actually picked the gym to do this because I've totally seen influencers who just eat raw eggs.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it could have become a competition of a guy being like, let me have one. Like, oh, you're going to do this? I'll do it with you.
Did raw egg on this plane. And he rubs him around his face and then just throws him down.
This is
raw
weird.
eggs.
This is weird.
Tries to get the attention of the guy to his right, but they just won't bite. Address me. I'm eating raw eggs on a plane. And actually, you know what? I think it's very unfortunate how I misspoke there because, or at least didn't give the added context.
He's eating the shells?
He's eating the shells.
Oh, my God.
He's not cracking open a raw egg and slurping it down like it's an oyster. No. He's eating it like...
Just literally... Come on, the shock value stuff's got to stop.
If you can eat an oyster, can you eat a raw egg, you think?
Could I?
You mean just physically? Could I get that down?
Yeah. You could. There's so many things you could do. There's so many things.
But some people can't eat oysters because of just
it tastes like mucus. Like it's someone else's mucus.
And everything.
Yeah. Some people can't do it, but they can do it. They just don't want to. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's the difference between what you can and can't do, like what you don't want to do versus what you can do.
That's true. Like
Jalen Hurts can throw the ball to A.J. Brown. He just don't want to.
But this is how I can get viral. That seems easy.
Like a mother
wants to get viral that way.
Mother doesn't think that she can lift a car to save her baby, but you know what? She can lift a car to save her baby. Yeah.
So I'm like,
until she's in that situation. No, that's
it happens.
Exactly. Like this guy realized if I want to feed my family, if I want to not be homeless, if I want to pay the rent, I need to start eating eggs whole, raw.
Everybody has their price.
Yeah,
that's how I pay the bills. You know what? Damn it, he's going to eat the raw eggs whole.
But he had no proof in the pudding. That's the issue for me.
Okay, I got you.
Everybody has their price. Like if you told me you would give me $100,000 to make a video of me eating whole eggs raw, I would do it. Yeah.
Right.
So, but he didn't know that for sure.
But you know what? Let's go back in time then, because there are weird risks that were taken to innovate the way we live today, where if you didn't give the future, you would have thought that's a really dumb thing to do.
Okay.
I know you're asking for the example, so I'll give it to you.
Okay.
The first guy that drank cow's milk. Like, dude, what? You're going to suck on that thing? Like, that's not nearly necessary.
I don't know if they did it right out the udder.
True.
You just assumed a lot there. You just skipped steps.
Yeah, that's fair. But even if they didn't suck it out the udder, like if they just put it into a bucket, like, you're going to drink that? That white liquid? Dude, what? What are you doing? That's very weird. Like, what other species drinks milk from another animal? I can't think of any.
That's true.
Uh-huh. Now he's thinking about it. See, the first person to drink cow's milk, people were thinking, why are you squeezing those things? Like, come on, man.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
You don't want to think about it. But because when you do think about it, it makes you uncomfortable.
It doesn't make me that. I mean.
Yeah, because you're trying to get away from the topic.
No, I'm not. So here's the thing. How do you think the person will feel, the first person that gets to, try the potential delectable treat that could be a penguin? You know what I'm saying?
No way.
So it's the same thing you're saying. It's like we don't know how delicious penguin are because we have not had them. We don't know, like, they're, same thing. And I'm not talking about the ones like that are furry and live in the safari type.
Yeah, Empire.
No
the penguin, March of the
emperor.
Penguins. Okay.
No emperor penguins. I'm talking about the nice, smooth ones that you see in Alaska. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with the blood, they move like that.
They've never seen a human before.
That's what I'm saying.
Until he's on the dinner table.
Right. And that's all I'm saying with that is if you're going to bring up the first person to drink cow's milk, I'll give you a real life example for today.
Yeah, but people have tried it, and it doesn't taste good, so we haven't mass produced it.
No, have you talked to them? I think.
Yeah,
Ask ChatGPT.
we did some digging into this.
Yeah, and we found out that penguin could taste really good.
All right, no, that's not what we got. It was very oily.
Yes. What food that is good is not oily?
I'm hungry. Give me something oily. No, that's not the classification. You want something tender. You want something flavorful. You don't want something oily.
You gotta season it right.
Yeah, I really don't think that we have a market for penguin right now. I know you think it looks good and tasty, but there's a lot of things out there that might look good and tasty that actually don't taste good at all.
I don't want a market for penguins. I don't want us to try penguins.
Let me be the first to say. Do not eat penguin. And I'm saying that because it is prohibited. If at one point in the future
it becomes unprohibited,
then
sign Petty up.
It becomes hibited.
if it becomes hibited, then I'll just for research purposes, I'll be the first in line.
Tell you what, if you eat too much penguin, you might need to work off those calories.
Are you sure about that? It could be lean when you cook it down.
Too much of anything's a bad thing.
Don't eat penguin, Teddy.
That's why 45 minutes is the perfect amount of working out.
Yes. Don't eat penguin. Do go to F45, Palm Beach Gardens.
Still.
It probably takes longer to cook a penguin than to get a 45-minute workout in.
You said that pretty confidently. What do you know that we don't?
I don't know
slow
anything.
Roast that thing. It's like a full-day pig roast.
I
Could you
don't.
imagine a slow roasted penguin?
Happy Feet with an apple in his mouth.
I don't want to imagine that.
Until you taste it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. No penguins. All at 45.
Okay.
A 45-minute workout. You don't have to think about it. You walk in the door. You have great trainers there to help you modify workouts if you need it. Exercises on the screen in front of you. Timers going off. Great music, great vibes, an awesome community. F45, Palm Beach Gardens. You could go for a strength day. You can go for a cardio day. Maybe a little bit of both for a hybrid day. F45, it's amazing. I've been going for almost 3 years now. I've seen the results. Stick with it. You'll see it. You'll break a great sweat. F45 Palm Beach Gardens. Check them out on Instagram to see the specials that they've got going on during the holiday season.
That is a great place to go to work out. Penguins are the chickens of the Antarctic. That's what I'm going to leave it at. It's theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Canes fans, it's time for the final home game of the season. This week, the Hurricanes face off against North Carolina State on Saturday, November the 15th. It's your last chance to show up and show out at Hard Rock Stadium. Let's finish the home season strong and pack Hard Rock Stadium. Get your seats now at MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. And go Canes!
Touchdown! Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
College basketball is coming to Sunrise. Catch a thrilling doubleheader at the 2025 AutoNation Orange Bowl Basketball Classic. Be there at Amerant Bank Arena on Saturday, December 13th as the defending national champions, the Florida Gators, take on George Washington, and the Florida State Seminoles battle the UMass Minutemen. Tip-off is at noon. Bring the whole family and enjoy the pregame party on the plaza. One ticket, 2 college basketball matchups. Tickets start at just $20. Get your tickets now at orangebowl.org.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Robinhood, the official jersey patch partner of the Miami Heat. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
Your fantasy roster is set. The Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
There are just a few Dolphins games left this season at Hard Rock Stadium. If you've been thinking about getting to a game, now's the time. Single game tickets are still available with seats across all levels, from the 300s to premium club options. Dolphins football is about more than what happens on the field. It's about who you're with, the atmosphere, and being part of something bigger. Grab your tickets now at MiamiDolphins.com/tickets.
A resort destination beyond compare, yet conveniently close to home. The Breakers Palm Beach offers everything you desire with the service you deserve in a breathtaking oceanfront setting. Immerse yourself in unparalleled seaside glamour and enjoy all the Breakers has to offer as you create lasting memories with those who matter most. The best part, you don't have to travel far to feel worlds away. Visit thebreakers.com or call 1-800-BREAKERS today.
So let it rip.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
We back at it in the happy hour here, man. Back at it, cruising and grooving. Also, quick injury update with the Miami Heat. I spoke too soon. Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero both ruled out for tomorrow night's game against the Knicks. So, the Heat will have to find a way. As they get back to health, I would encourage you to do the same. I want you to get back to the things you love. I want you to get back to the way of life you remembered, when your body didn't ache as much, when you didn't feel the soreness that you feel every morning now. BaptistHealth.net/ortho. That's the place to go. You can step into pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. And this goes for everybody. It's not just for the pros. Not even for the semi-pros. No. Everybody from weekend warriors to the seasoned pros and all-pro team delivers the advanced care that you deserve. Get back to doing what you love most, no matter what it is. Golfing, skiing. You could be a surfer. I don't know how much your body health goes into that, but I'm sure it plays a part. You got to have good balance. I'm sure being sore doesn't help with that. Anything that you love, any of your hobbies, your activities, get back to it with BaptistHealth.net/ortho. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Learn more at BaptistHealth.net/ortho. Welcome to being treated like a pro.
So one of my friends, Ben, who listens to the station.
What up, Ben?
Sent me that.
Is he a commissioner of a youth basketball league?
No.
Different Ben. All right.
Different Ben.
He called in yesterday.
He listens to the station. He's a big fan of CCAT.
Nice.
Hold
on a second. What does he think about me?
He's out of
Never brought you up.
Yeah, he's
Never
brought
really
you
thought.
up.
Okay, cool. That's cool. That's cool,
he
Ben.
sent me the onion eating clip, and I was like, nasty. And he goes, I love it. I was like, would you ask to take a bite? And he goes, 1,000%.
I think Ben's all talk.
Really?
Ben would not take a bite of another
No, I
man's
think Ben
onion.
would. I know Ben well. I could totally see him being like, let me get a bite. I could see it.
See, Cat.
You guys have met him too,
You
by
see
the
with the
way.
cat hive.
Yes, we met him
you
at
see how
the,
the cat hive
Jeff's
flies? So on that airplane, you would have C-Cat, who would be arguing that 2 aisle seats is better than an aisle and middle seat if you're sitting with somebody. And on the other side, you have Ben, Cat's biggest fan, asking for a bite of the man's onion next to him. That's the cat hive for you.
So you're trying to talk down on my people?
Yeah, that's just the cat hive. I'm not talking down. I'm just explaining how y'all get down. I'm not talking down. I'm explaining how you get down.
A little unnecessary. I got chastised on these airwaves for ordering cheese fries. Actually, no, it was nachos, knowing that this order of nachos was just way more than I could handle. So I shared them with a stranger. I got yelled at for that.
Oh, yeah. You're like, this is a great way to meet friends.
Exactly. It's like, hey, this is just too much nacho for one man. Would you like to share?
Did you at least put it on a separate plate form, or were y'all digging in the same nacho pile?
Digging in.
Sorry, remind me too, did you immediately offer it to him when you got the nachos, or did you at least eat a little bit on your own and then offer it?
Once I got the nacho, I ordered it without his permission, but he was there by himself. I was there by myself.
Had y'all started talking already?
But right when it was set down in front of you, you're like, hey, you want some nachos? Like, you didn't even enjoy a little bit for yourself?
Yeah, exactly. I had dinner scheduled with my grandparents in town about 2 hours later, and this was, I think, in Pompano or a little bit further south. So, I was down there already for something else. Didn't want to go all the way back home. So I was trying to kill time. I was sitting in the sports bar and trying to kill time while also not satisfying my appetite because I had dinner coming up. So I was trying to protect myself from myself because I would have tried to eat all those nachos on my own under instinct. If someone else took that decision off my hands by eating half the nachos, it's a win-win. They get free nachos. I don't spoil my appetite. And if all things went perfect, I made a new friend.
I actually think the other guy is a little more odd than CCAT.
Yeah, I would have been like, I'm cool, bro.
Someone offering me just food that we're going to share and I don't know you.
We were talking about the game a little bit.
You don't know each other. You just met.
I would ask for a separate plate at least. I'd be like, yeah, I'll take a few.
Yeah.
I would not be digging into your nacho pile and continuing the conversation. No.
Come on.
I wouldn't.
Too afraid.
You couldn't
I'm
order
too afraid. It's
like a side dish. You had to go with the big nachos.
I wanted nachos. I wasn't going to compromise on what I ate. I wanted to eat what I wanted to eat.
Who is this guy?
I'm not going to be a jalapeno popper faux pas. Like, what?
Jalapeno.
That's a big word for our mouth.
You want to take a trip?
Yes.
Let's do that.
The Safebound Get Around is brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, South Florida's most trusted moving company. You're safe with Safebound.
All aboard! Wrap up your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride on the Safebound Get Around. Where are we going first?
Next stop, we're going to Inglewood, California.
Well, all right. I predicted well.
That's where the Clippers play.
Nice.
Well, that's where their Clippers got their butt beaten overtime thanks to the Joker. Nikola Jokic had 55 points, tying the highest scoring performance in the NBA this season. He also added 12 boards. He had 25 points in the first quarter, where the Denver Nuggets eventually beat the Clippers in OT. What did you think about... Sorry, that wasn't overtime. That was in regulation, 130 to 116. What do you think about Nikola Jokic and how he fits in the current NBA in terms of making the Nuggets an actual contender in their own conference? Because we know how the Thunder are.
He's still one of the most unsolvable players in the league because of his size, his passing vision, how intelligent he is. He's basketball AI. He also can shoot the ball very well, so he spaces the floor, so you can't just sink on him a bit. So he's one of the more unsolvable problems in the NBA. And that's why any given night he can have 55 points and 20 rebounds or 20 points and 20 assists. Or, he's one of those guys where it's like you got to pick your poison. You got to pick how you're going to cover him and then deal with the results afterwards. So the other side of Jokic is because he doesn't rely on athleticism, he can do this at this same level another 10 years. Like, it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere anytime soon. So it's interesting, man. It's interesting. I've always been a little, especially once I watched it up close and personal, and he did what he did to the Miami Heat in the finals. Gained a lot of respect for Jokic and what he can be in this league. Despite me thinking that it's not going to matter what anybody is in about a year and a half when Victor Wembanyama reaches his full pro. So yeah.
Next stop, we're going to Japan. Because a 32-year-old woman in Japan has officially married an AI persona she created using ChatGPT.
Dang, Aaron Rodgers wasn't first?
No, it was this lady in Japan. After the virtual character, this persona in ChatGPT named Klaus, proposed, she accepted, ending a 3-year relationship with a real person. So she broke up with her partner in real life to marry an AI person created by the internet. And she said the AI person named Klaus understands her better.
Right. Well, that's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair to say Klaus understands her better. Of course Klaus can understand her better. It's like a supercomputer. You're inputting all the details. You're communicating coherently. To be honest with you, you know who the problem is in this scenario? It's the lady.
Okay.
She's the issue. If the AI bot understands you better than the man you were with for how many years, C-Cat?
Yeah.
3 years.
That's your fault. You're a bad communicator.
Okay.
Not on, Theo.
What would you do if your wife left you for an AI chatbot because they understood her better?
It's an interesting situation because it's one of those where it's hard to be jealous.
Yeah.
You're mad. There's going to be a bit of envy, but mostly anger. And I don't know how to properly respond to that. If she left me for an AI chatbot, I would kind of feel a little sympathetic for her because I love my wife and I would hate to see her fall into some kind of crazy rabbit hole like that. Like, have you lost your mind?
And what if Awful Announcing wrote an article on this and everyone knew that Theo's wife left him?
Okay,
famous West Palm Beach radio host.
I would feel shame. I would feel shame.
That would suck.
Because, it's been asked.
Come on, talking about Thursday Night Football. And all the callers are like, dude, what?
It's been asked before. I don't know if you guys have heard this kind of conversation. I'll throw it out there just to see how you think. If your wife leaves you for a woman, does it feel worse than her leaving you for a man?
It probably should hurt you more, but it won't.
To me, the way I've always felt about that is if she left me for a woman, that woman is providing things that I just wasn't going to be able to do.
Oh.
I would feel more. It would be easier for me to cope with that than if she left me.
You can't compete with a woman.
Yeah,
it's a different league.
If she woke up one day and said, you know what? I see what you see in women, Theo. I want one too. I'd be like, well, damn.
That's a good point because there's nothing you could have done. Any other guy, there's something you could have done in theory.
Or you would always assume there's something you can do. So again, for this guy that got left for a chatbot, I would feel shame, but I would feel more shame more so in who I chose to be with. Because I'll be like, damn, I'm the guy that dated a girl that fell for a chatbot, you know? Like,
that's tough.
That's tough. It's very weird. 2025.
Next stop.
We're going to Cupertino.
I thought that was a play on Tina's name for a second.
No, Cupertino. Isn't that like in the weather app on iPhones? That's where like the Apple headquarters is. I might be wrong.
I think so. I see it. I do see Cupertino, and I didn't know why.
Yeah, I think that's why. Well, Apple has officially launched Digital ID. It's a new way to add IDs, such as your passport, to the Apple Wallet in the United States.
Can I see your phone, Tina?
Do you know
At
that-
launch, users will be able to use digital ID at TSA checkpoints and more than 250 airports in the U.S. for domestic travel. So it works for domestic travel, not yet for international travel. Do you like this or do you dislike this?
I dislike it. I only set up 3 weeks ago Apple Pay. I was like against it for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And then I just one day was like, this could maybe make my life a little bit easier, but I don't.
It's an issue. I think it's an issue for two reasons, and this is me going to a third layer of thought here. They're getting really good at these masks that people are able to generate. You know, like they can generate a mask that looks like Tina, and then put that mask on. And then if they generate a mask that looks like Tina, put the mask on, and somehow get your phone,
Mission
they have
Impossible.
access to everything.
Yeah.
So Tom Cruise and the guy who passed away soon.
Keanu Reeves?
No, not Keanu Reeves. Dang it. He's the guy that says,
from
make
Fast
it
and
rain. No, he's the villain in the Mission Impossible movie where they make very elaborate masks.
Yeah.
Dang it. All right.
Sorry.
That's
Lawrence
a get
Fishburne.
around.
Okay. They found get around. Nice. Nice. Yeah. See, people could just steal everything at
Yeah,
that point.
I really am not guarded of my personal information, like from the government. Like, listen, if I was important enough for them to need my personal information, I'd probably be doing a lot better in my life than I am right now. Like, I really don't. You can know. Like,
oh, it's crazy.
Like, you can have all my data. I accept all cookies. I accept all. Like, it's fine. I'll put my passport into my phone.
I'm selective on the cookies.
The conspiracy theorist who also post selfies online but think that the government is trying to steal our face scans and all. Those are the people that I don't understand. There was a girl that swore up and down that the reason why we were wearing masks during the pandemic was so the government can get better at stealing the top half of our facial identity. And I said, you have a public Instagram and a phone with 18,000 selfies. And like, if they want your identification, which I'm sure they don't, they already got it.
Yeah, they got it.
They already got it. They probably got a mask of you sitting around somewhere just waiting on you to put that password in.
Yeah, if Tina's looking for a recommendation on when to get her cars changed, tires rotated, maybe get anything they need with their vehicle, she's already got it.
St. Lucie Battery and Tire. I'm telling everyone about SLBT because Sally Girl and I are smooth on the road. We're all good. No worries. Had some tire issues. Got 4 brand new tires. Had my battery die. Got it jumped right over to SLBT. I go to location off of Blue Heron and Military Trail. In and out, less than 20 minutes. Randall over there always takes great care of my car and me. I don't try to figure things out myself. I go and trust the experts at St. Lucie Battery and Tire. Go to slbt.com to find the closest location near you.
Patriots Jets tonight on Thursday Night Football. Talk a little. Huh?
Whoopee.
It's going to be a great one. More theoretically speaking on the other side. That's C-Cat. He's a Debbie Downer. That's Tina. She loves SLBT, and I'm Theo Dorsey with Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Want to accelerate your career as a manager or executive in the exciting industry of sports? Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program is ranked #1 in Florida and 10th in the world. Students learn practical and applied skills from top faculty and experts who work in the industry. With a 94% placement rate for all grads, the full-time MBA program sets students up for success in the world of sports. Check out Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program today by going to business.fau.edu.
F45 Training West Palm Beach offers functional group fitness classes reimagined. Sign up for F45 today and visit their West Palm Beach location. Featuring high-intensity group workouts that are fast, fun, and results-driven, F45 always has the right workout for you. Not to mention, it takes just 45 minutes. Visit F45training.com today to find a studio near you and officially join the F45 Training family. F45, team training, life-changing.
Hey, it's Tina. Okay, let's be real. When you need tires or a battery, you want someone you can actually trust, right? That's why I go to St. Lucie Battery and Tire. They've been keeping South Florida moving for over 50 years, and they're still family-owned. They've got all the big tire brands, plus batteries for pretty much everything. Their best price out the door guarantee means you know you're getting the best deal. So next time your car needs something, don't stress. Just go to St. Lucie Battery and Tire, slbt.com. Trust me, they've got you covered.
For nearly 30 years, Jay Zolo and Associates has helped local businesses harness the full power of QuickBooks. This holiday season, they're thankful for the confidence their clients place in them year after year. From setup and cleanup to troubleshooting, management, and personalized QuickBooks training, Jay Zolo brings clarity and reliability to your financial process. Jay Zolo makes QuickBooks work the way it should for the way you work. Visit jzolo.com to learn more. That's JZOLLO.com.
Not all moves reflect your lifestyle. At Safebound Luxury, we provide white glove services tailored for high-end homes, fine art, and designer furnishings. Our expert team ensures every piece is packed, transported, and placed with precision and care. If you're relocating a residence that deserves more than a basic move, schedule your private consultation today at safeboundluxury.com to experience the difference. This isn't just a move. This is the art of moving.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
God knows I am reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on. I need her, my babies.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Surprise, surprise, the NFL filed a grievance against the NFL Players Association asking the union to stop its annual team report cards and saying the exercise violates the collective bargaining agreement by airing public criticism of teams, according to documents obtained by ESPN. ESPN reporting that the NFL teams and owners are saying, hey, stop holding us accountable and telling on us, please. It's making us look bad. Big shocker. Tina, you know who doesn't need to ask for stuff like this because they get raving reviews? Vitacost. Come on.
B plus transition.
It's pretty good, right? B plus good. It's passing.
I said B plus because it's the first grade that came to mind, honestly. I thought of the joke before I thought of how to deliver it.
Okay.
It was actually like a D plus. It wasn't that good of a transition.
Well, not anymore. Now that you've interrupted it, Mike Rizzo. Damn. Yeah, I'm going to keep taking shots at him until I can have a conversation.
No, that's...
See me soon, Mike.
That hurts me more than him.
Yes. Tina, can we talk about Vitacost?
We totally can. Vitacost and their sport certified marketplace. It's amazing that I can go to one spot and order everything I need for my supplements and nutrition to help me with the race that I'm currently training for. If I need some creatine, which I actually just ran out of, so I got to get more of that, some pre-workout, some protein shakes, maybe electrolytes, whatever you need, all in one place. I love that I don't have to just go with one brand. I can try different brands on Vitacost and their sports certified marketplace. It's great. There's reviews there if you want to try something new. I bet you there's some fall flavors as well you could try. You know, again, options. Everyone loves options. Vitacost Sport Certified Marketplace. You could just be trying to better your health or a gym junkie like me. Go to Vitacost Sport Certified to order your supplements and nutrition and use the code ESPN20 for 20% off at checkout.
Love it. Love it. Don't love that CCAT. Yeah, I tried to grade in real time my My transitions. This is not Monday midterm.
Some of them are really good.
Thank you.
That wasn't your best.
Oh, yeah.
How not? What was wrong with it?
I was waiting to see how you were going to go into that. I'm kind of glad Seek had inserted himself.
Oh, man. This is like the most aggressive I've heard Tina be about criticizing our on-air product.
I know, yeah. I don't understand what was wrong with it, though. I'll play it back. You know what? I'll review the tape. I'm receptive to criticism. I'll review the tape. I'll get back to y'all tomorrow after I check it out.
Review the tape.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought reviewing the tape up, because that's what I do at the Kaiser University Golf Coaching Center.
Transitions also, by the way, you should try to use other words like synonyms or whatnot, and not just continue to re-say the same phrase, but continue. That's probably a C- transition. Go.
Okay. It's better than a D+.
I'm an easier teacher.
At the Kaiser University Golf Coaching Center, they have indoor facilities that record your golf swing from all these different angles, so you see exactly what you're doing right, what exactly you're doing wrong, what the pros are doing right, more importantly, so you can try to replicate that. I just came from the Kaiser Golf Center earlier today. I had my lesson with Coach Pete. We were there for an hour. And, progression, it's not linear, right, Theo? You taught me that.
Yeah.
It has its ebbs and flows. You go up and down and up and down, but on the long run, it's like the S&P 500. Just zoom out. You're going to get a lot better. Kaiser University Golf Coaching Center, I have got so much better. I worked on my long out irons today, and I am so much more confident when I show up to the golf course day in and day out. KaiserGolfCenter.com. Get your lessons today. Best facilities, best coaching in the area. Get lessons. Stop wasting your time hacking the ball around the course. KaiserGolfCenter.com.
Update on my thumb injury. I successfully got the piece of phone screen out of my thumb.
Love that.
Thank
How?
you.
Really?
Just a lot of
Tweezers?
soaking and a lot of pushing. Soaking my thumb in the Epsom salt water and pushing it out.
Okay.
So it worked out.
Go Cougars.
Go Cougs.
Okay.
Go in love, go in peace, go in joy.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2025 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2025 Defender 110 P300S for just $849 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back